Hi there, I'm Lavana and welcome to Dragon Age Origins Awakening Episode 5. Okay, so I think I will actually take off combat magic. Although it is kind of hilarious watching people talk to a ghost, it is unfortunately a little bit more difficult to get screenshots for my thumbnail, so we'll do our conversations without it, I think. If we get into combat, then I'll turn it back on, but yeah, let's leave that off. Okay, so can we speak to any of you guys?
Point the way, fearless leader.
Nope.
Let's get moving.
Nope. And
Need something
no.
pummeled?
Okay.
Just say the word.
Well then, let's give someone, let's give them all a gift. We have a few now, so yeah, let's just give Anders his kitten.
Oh, look at the cute little kitty. There was a mouser in the tower named Mr. Wiggums. Only company I had when the Templars locked me up. Miss that beast a lot sometimes. But I can't keep a cat. We fight Darkspawn for a living.
Well, you don't need to bring him with you into the field, Anders. I mean, is there somewhere else you'd like to keep him?
I'm not sure. Seems cruel to just leave him. Well, I'll keep him just for a while, until I find somewhere safer. Is that okay with you, kitty? I'll call you Sir-Pounce-a-Lot. You can stay in my pack. Just for a little while, yes? Okay. So, Anders approves plus 15. That's awesome. And codex updated. So, Anders, the Warden Commander gave Anders a kitten as a gift. Anders stowed the kitten, Sir-Pounce-a-Lot, in the folds of his robe. In the folds of his robe, really? I thought he just said he was going to put him in his pack, but sure, in his robe, that's fine. He takes great pride in his appearance and enjoys fine things. Okay, and Nathaniel. In a chance encounter with the Howe's old groundskeeper, Nathaniel learned that his sister Delilah had married a shopkeeper in the city. Nathaniel was eager to find her. Nathaniel is a sensible fellow who values practical gifts over useless trinkets. Okay. Well, good to know. Good to know. Okay. Next up, Ogren. And what do we have for Ogren? Just the brandy, I think. Yeah. Okay, let's give him that.
That looks fine indeed.
Okay, and we're at a plus 5. Sweet. Nathaniel. Ooh, okay, so we have How Bo or Delilah Howe's letters. Okay, so we need to speak to a merchant or something in Amaranthine to get his conversation with Delilah. So do we want to read the letters first before we... Yeah, I mean, sure, he wants to see his sister, so let him read his sister's letters.
Oh, I've always wanted one of these.
Well, apparently he's always wanted to read his sister's letters. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, I think nobody else has gained anything higher. So, Ogren.
Need something pummeled?
What about the
Just
cast?
say the word.
Let's see.
Hey, I gotta thank you for saving my hide today. There was that guy, and he was all, "Grr," and I was, "Grr," but then I got hit by an arrow, and then I fell over, and it was meep, but you were there, and you were all, "Roar." Spectaculous.
You know me, Ogren. Always happy to help.
I'm gonna drink to you, Commander. Here's to the...
He passes out. Honestly. Ogren approves plus 3. Okay. Really? Really? Yeah, he really did. He approved. Okay, well, awesome. Thank you, Ogren. Anders, what about you?
So what would you do if you didn't have to be a Grey Warden? If I didn't have to be a Grey Warden, I'd still be with my clan. I certainly wouldn't hang around here if I could leave.
That's what I thought. I've never liked the idea of being trapped somewhere, to be honest. It reminds me of the Circle. After my 7th escape attempt, you'd think they'd have given me credit for trying.
You tried to escape from the Circle 7 times?
I got really good at escaping the tower, just never good at staying escaped. Until now, I suppose. The only thing I ever missed about the Circle was that cat, to be honest.
Well, I can't get that cat for you. But you do have a kitten of your own now.
So I do. How are you doing in there, Sir-Pounce-a-Lot? Ha! You'll be a fine mouser yet. Can cats be Grey Wardens?
I mean, Warden Wolf was a Grey Warden. Or at least an honorary Grey Warden. He was tainted and cured, technically? Technically cured. But then, I suppose the actual joining requires Darkspawn Archdemon blood, doesn't it? But then Warden Wolf was involved in the fight with the Archdemon, so he probably did ingest some Darkspawn, some Archdemon blood. So yeah, I think Warden Wolf is a proper full Grey Warden. So possibly it's possible for a cat. Yeah, as long as we get some of the actual joining juice. Nathaniel.
I don't think we should dally here.
Okay, and I don't suppose we can do anything with that portrait? No. Okay, so we haven't triggered anything more for Nathaniel. Alright then. Well, let's get out of here then.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Yep, alright. Maybe, you know what? Anders, let's disable combat magic just for now. Just for now. When we get into combat, I'll turn it back on for him, but until then, I think we can safely leave it off.
People talk about me stinking up the joint.
What are you on about now?
Cat piss. Little kitty there makes me want to vomit.
Don't listen to him, Sir-Pounce-a-Lot. You smell just fine.
No. Oh, stop picking on the cat, Ogrin. Okay, Lilith. She is a new merchant.
Do you remember me?
Okay.
The merchant from the road. I've made a deal with your Mistress Wolsey to provide some new stock for the other merchants here. Make her bless you, sir.
Okay, sweet. So she's the one... Oh! She's the one that we saved, and she's disappeared. Okay, well. Good for her. Alright. Let's get out of here. So, we could go to Forlorn Cove. I think we have that ransom to pay or something. We've checked the Chernobyl estate, so I don't know why that one's still up. Unless we've got more quests to do there later. Maybe? Don't know. But let's just go to the city of Amaranthine itself. Yeah, I want to see this this black wolf, or I think it's black wolf. Is it black wolf or dark wolf? Something like that. I want to see, well, this wolf. Okay, codex updated. The port city of Amaranthine. Outside of Ferelden, the city of Amaranthine is now synonymous with the Arling herself, but before the Orlesian invasion it was only a modest fishing village despite a deep port well suited to commerce. At that time, few other kingdoms had any need to trade with the Ferelden barbarians. The city changed rapidly when the Orlesians came. They built temporary docks to accommodate ships packed with chevaliers, and for a time, Amaranthine was the capital of occupied Ferelden. The Ban of Amaranthine became one of the wealthiest nobles in the kingdom, as goods like wool were leached from the city's swollen ports. During the liberation, the fleeing Orlesians looted the city, but left it otherwise unscarred. She recovered quickly. Ironically, Amaranthine's current prosperity is the legacy of our Legion occupation. Do not share that opinion with the locals, mind. From Annals of Northern Ferelden by Brother Badine, Chantry Scholar. Okay. Well. Good to know. Good to know. Oh, and there's a crate right there. Let's do a little bit of light looting. A discarded journal. And it's a gift. So in this old journal, an elf who lived in Amaranthine writes about the hardships of daily life and his unrealized hopes of his people. Damn. Okay, so that's probably for Valena and Greenstone. Okay. Can we talk to any of these people? No. Okay. Alright, and there's a guy right in front of us with an exclamation mark. Okay, we can't get past that. Homer's Toys. Okay.
Ah, it's the Warden Commander. The rumours about you did not overstate it.
Okay.
I have a business proposal. Look for me by the house near the gates. I promise it will be worthwhile.
Alright, shady character. Right, shady character. Right, yeah. We're not going to follow him. At least not right now.
I can't believe the city guard isn't doing anything to help us.
I mean, aren't they? Aren't they? Homer's Toys. Bell collar. A collar for a small animal. A bell is attached. I assume I'll be able to give that to Anders for Sir-Pounce-a-Lot. I assume. And an elf root. Awesome, awesome. Okay, so I have something installed called Law and Order Fixes. But before installing that, if I'd have taken this guy's quest, or I think that's the guard, the city guard up there. If I'd have taken a quest from either of those two people, it would have broken Sigrun's quest, her personal quest. So it should be okay for me to do them. Or at least to activate them. Because you can only do one or the other, really. Since I've got this fix installed. But, yeah, I'd rather leave it anyway. Just to be safe.
I think I can help with that.
It's okay, Nathaniel. I've got this. A short bow. Okay. And... ooh, a fancy vase. Well, well, well. Okay. And, yeah, we will leave Shady Character for a while. There's only a refugee up there, so we don't need to worry.
They used to display the heads of traitors over that gate. I suppose my father is lucky his didn't end up there.
Yeah. Very lucky, although it's less luck and more... His head would have been... juicy? Juicy by the time it arrived here anyway, so... yeah. Yeah. Nah, okay. Little kitty. Okay, we can't interact with the cat though. Probably a good thing, otherwise I'm sure Anders would be stuffing that into his robes as well. We'd have a lot of cats in our entourage. I'm not against it. I'm not against it. But still. Tree. Oh, and this is Anders.
Can you smell that? That is the smell of freedom. It comes complete with the smell of dogs and dust. But the freedom is in there too.
You really consider being a Grey Warden to be freedom?
I may not have a choice about fighting the Darkspawn, but this is a step up for me. I escaped from the tower 7 times. After the last time, they put me in solitary confinement for a year. Eventually, I'm sure they would have branded me a Maleficar, true or not, and executed me.
From what I know of the Templars, I'm honestly surprised they didn't do that already.
They're not murderers. They only kill mages when they can prove we're dangerous, for the good of all. The problem is that mages are tolerated, barely. It's like you need permission to be alive. There's nothing a mage can do to prove himself. Everyone needs to be protected from you. The end.
Well, that's interesting. Okay, the Templars aren't evil. They'll only kill you if they can prove that you are dangerous. For the good of all. Or something along those lines is what he said. That's a bit of a departure from what Anders believes in the second game. That's quite a bit of a departure. So, his opinions on Templars have been, honestly, greatly changed. Either from his merging with Justice, or from exposure to the Templars in the Gallows. Because right here, he doesn't think of them as evil. Which means that the Templars that have been sent after him, the ones that have been going out and bringing him back 7 times, or 6 times, 7, I think this is his 7th, technically. So, all those 6 times, those Templars were actually the good ones. As bizarre as that is to say. But yeah, they didn't brand him a Maleficar, they didn't make him tranquil, and he escaped 7 times. So yeah, it just goes to show that there are some good Templars in the world that really do have the best interests of the mages and the people in mind. And probably were the unfortunate souls who were dead when we met Anders for the first time. They were closer to the Darkspawn than he was. So they might have just been protecting their charge and died doing it. Died to the Darkspawn. That's kind of sad. That's kind of sad. They were good ones. They were the good ones, but now they're dead. It's funny the kind of things that you can glean from just throwaway lines and stuff like that, but yeah, my gosh. Okay, well, never mind that. Yeah, number 3. I'll sympathise. Yeah, there is a lot of anti-mage sentiment in the human lands. I can certainly sympathise there.
I should certainly hope so. Ugh, all I want is a pretty girl, a decent meal, and the right to shoot lightning at fools.
I think most mages want something similar, Anders. Although myself, I'd rather have my Zevran than a pretty girl.
See? I knew you understood. Never mind me. Now and again I recall that I'm not sitting in a cell and I have to smile. That's all.
Okay, yeah, but they did put him into solitary confinement for a year. So, good, in that they wouldn't kill him unnecessarily, but still kind of cool. Alright, refugee.
Please let me into the city. Please, sir.
Not in my power, man, I'm sorry. And Colbert and Mika. Okay.
Looking for some company, honey pie. I'm always available
Okay.
for riveting conversations with fine women.
I rather doubt that, Shem. And you'll be capable of a lot less without a tongue.
I like a woman who's all business.
Look, I'm only here because I heard you'd found an entrance to the deep roads.
I can't take all the credit for finding the rift, you know. Mika here fell in first.
So the credit goes to Mika then, although you don't seem too happy about that.
Would have been more useful to find gold deposits.
Oh, will you stop your belly aching? Well, it's quite a ways out of town. We were tracking a buck off in that direction, you see, before this Darkspawn mess. We'd been on his tail for about a week at that point. I'd wager he thought it was great fun leading us on a merry chase as he did.
Right. I'm sure he was having a great time while he was running for his life. The chasm...
Oh, the chasm, yes. We saw it coming over our rise. It was really something to behold. A huge cleft, as though the Maker himself had cracked the earth in two, like an egg.
I like eggs.
It looked like someone had tried to build over it, but it must have been abandoned a long time ago. No one in town knew about it.
No one? You sure?
No, I'm not sure. I didn't ask everyone, but if someone knew about it, they never said anything. Well, of course, we had to investigate. That was when Mika fell in. A shriek like you wouldn't believe, and he was gone.
Earth crumbled, not stable.
Right. And as Mika lay there yelling about his knee or his head or what have you, the Darkspawn appeared.
Well, clearly you survived. So there can't have been that many of them.
We got lucky. They seemed occupied, like they had someplace really important they had to be. Didn't notice us at all, thank the Maker.
The Darkspawn was so occupied as to overlook 2 screaming injured men. Boggles the mind.
I marked the chasm on my map so we could avoid it, but sounds like you want to know where it is, so here you go. So, we getting anything for our trouble?
Honestly, I'd rather not give them any money. But this is valuable information and they didn't have to tell anyone. Although it would have been extremely irresponsible for them to not. So... we can give him some silvers. I'm not giving him a sovereign. You can have some silver.
Thanks. This'll get me good and drunk at the inn. Take my mind off the trouble out there.
So he's not going to share it with Mika. Okay. So, last of the Legion. Root out the Darkspawn threat in the Knotwood Hills. Colbert and Mika told you they encountered Darkspawn near a chasm in the Knotwood Hills. Find the chasm they discovered and eradicate the beasts. Okay. Nice and easy, hopefully. Mika, can you actually say anything?
Woods are slippery when wet. Be careful.
Really?
Woods are slippery when wet. Be careful.
Make a watch over you, as they say.
Okay, well, refugee.
Don't touch me! Don't!
Wow. Okay.
The Darkspawn have been sighted near the city?
The constable's
Oh,
orders.
this is awful.
There's no place for you in the city.
Well, they don't look infected. And he has children.
Look, we let some in, we'll have the rest scratching at our eyes. No exceptions.
Make us spit on you, you heartless bastard.
Okay, wow, okay. So, these are just refugees and they're turning them away at the gates. Makes sense. It does make sense. Well, it makes a certain amount of sense. I think everyone will probably be overrun with refugees at this point. They were during the Blight anyway, so I assume people have either tried to return home or, yeah, the people in this surrounding area where the Darkspawn are still active will still be moving, so...
My pardon, sir.
Okay.
I was paid a whole sovereign to give this letter to you. I told him, I did. There are easier ways of getting a message to the commander of the Grey.
Him? Who paid you to deliver this message?
Some visiting knight didn't catch his face. Full helmet, you know. He said he was Sir Wolf of Ravain.
Wolf of Ravain? As in, the Dark Wolf?
Ah, the Dark Wolf's nothing but a rumour. Mind you, he was acting suspicious.
Suspicious how? Is there anything else you can tell me about Sir Wolf?
No, sir. Again, my pardon.
Okay, quest updated. So, we were handed a note that indicates the Dark Wolf will meet us by the fountain. Okay, the fountain. Brilliant. Okay, and you?
We need supplies! My children are hungry!
Okay.
Those smugglers are bastards for taking advantage of the chaos.
So, are the refugees or merchants? It's unclear.
Excuse me, but I need to search your packs for smuggled goods.
Fine. This had better not be because I'm a Dalish.
Thank you. I will make this quick.
What are you doing, man? Are you accusing the commander of the Grey of smuggling?
But you said everyone...
You are dismissed.
Well, I was being quite polite about it, though.
I apologize.
Poor kid.
Smugglers and thieves have all but taken over the city.
Really? Well, it's good that you're doing something about it, then.
Yes, Warden Commander. The smugglers have us scrambling, to be honest. We could certainly use your help in this. Come speak to me later if you're interested.
Right. Okay. Alright, and you...
Greetings, Warden Commander.
Okay, well at least he's not upset about it. At least he's not upset. Okay, and... Stairs to the battlements. Stairs to the battlements. Okay. Well, let's try the stairs to the battlements then.
Right.
Okay. And we are literally just up here. Okay. So, you.
Those smugglers are bastards for taking advantage of the chaos.
Alright. Grocer. Very nice. Merchants Guild Board. Cool.
Those smugglers are bastards for
Yes,
taking
yes,
advantage
okay,
of the
we get
chaos.
it. The smugglers are terrible. Oh, yeah, okay. That's a little bit of an odd place to just leave a bucket. That's a very odd place to just leave a bucket. One wayward knock, and someone down there is going to be having a bad time. Particularly if it's full with water. It looks like it's empty. Looks like it's empty. Well, in that case, I mean, it'd still hurt. It would still hurt to be hit by it. Okay. So we have come all the way around. Alright. Let's grab these chests, I think.
I think I can help with that.
Okay, scaled boots. Wool padding. Okay, used to line a suit of armor. Brilliant. And leather gloves. Sweet. And that's just a door. And we can't unlock it. Okay. Well. Suspicious guard. Well, well, well. Okay, well, let's get back around to the front and we will come back to here the normal way. Oh, you know what? In fact, let's go up the other way as well. Ooh, a chest. Lesser elixir of grounding. Okay.
Those smugglers are bastards.
Yes, the smugglers are terrible.
If the smugglers keep driving up the price of supplies.
Yeah, supply prices going through the roof. That is not a good thing. Definitely not. Okay, and we can't go all the way around like we could on the other side. Okay, well, let's get back down there.
Let's see.
Alright. Yeah, okay, so since I do have Lord Order Fixers installed, I could probably get his quest. But I'll leave it until I've done a circuit of this area. Let's talk with the commoners.
I'm gonna book passage on a ship to Orlais.
Where'd you get the money?
Sold everything we had. At least we'll be able to get away from the Darkspawn.
Yeah, but you're swapping Darkspawn for Elysians. And you're a Ferelden, so that should be a terrible thing for you.
Why don't the guards do anything about these smugglers?
They're ineffective, they have no information. They're poorly funded. I don't know.
If the smugglers keep driving up the price of supplies.
Okay, so what do we have? Glasrick, the weaponsmith, a noble, a grocer. Yeah, okay, well, let's just start over here. Let's talk to the noble.
Why can't the Darkspawn just die?
Because there's a lot of them. And only a few Grey Wardens. We can just buy Yazaris. Didn't we... Wasn't that a sword that we got from one of those random dragons that we fought? I think it was. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny that we can just buy one now. Let's sell the leather helm. And we'll keep the bear's embrace. Okay. Let's get rid of longsword. And shortbow. Ooh, okay. I could definitely get that. Absolutely. Yeah, okay, we've got a few things that we can equip. Pure iron. I might need that for Wade and Heron, maybe. It's only 7 silver, so if this is something that I'm just going to find randomly and it's something he's just supposed to sell, then I'm only wasting 7 silver, so let's just buy it. Yeah. And the snow globe, why not? Let's just buy that gift. Okay, lots of rune tracings. Lots of rune tracings. We don't have anyone with rune crafting. No, wait, in fact, I think we do. I think Anders might have rune crafting. Yes, he does. He does have rune crafting. He needs expert to do most of that, but He does have Journeyman Stout rune. So what is his rune crafting? Is that just... It's just basic. It's just basic. Okay. Well, good to know. Let's see what we can do with these things that we've got here. Let's give you the Seeker's Chain. Let's give a Golden Cog. And Anders, what have you got? A little bit of fire damage and tiny bit of resistance. Let's give you the Ring of Mastery then. Yeah, he can keep his resistances and some extra spell power. That's fine. Let's give him that. Yeah, okay. Extra constitution is always good. And let's give him a reflection actually, yeah. Extra constitution and plus 15 to healing effects. Yeah, you can keep your scout's medal, that's amazing. Okay. Extra cunning. Right, he needs the strength and dex, doesn't he? Yeah. Yeah, alright, I think we're good. I think we're good like that. Okay, sweet. And, okay, there's nothing around here. So.
I once knew someone who bought a piece of Andraste's shin bone in the Amaranthine market.
Really? I doubt that very much. It was someone's shin bone. Doubt it was Andraste's. Octham the Grocer. Particularly since she was burned. And we found her ashes. So, And that's a lot more rune tracings. I'll leave the rune tracings. Yeah. Okay. City Guard. Let's talk with you. Okay, maybe not.
Is that really you?
Nathaniel, I had feared the worst.
No.
Times must have been hard, Delilah. But you can do better than this. Come back to the estate until we find somewhere else.
What? Oh, Nathaniel, I didn't marry Albert out of desperation. I adore him. I was so glad to get away from Father's evil. This life is so much better.
Father's evil? Isn't that overstating things a little? He got caught up in politics.
You weren't here. You didn't see what he did, Nathaniel. You want the culprit who destroyed our family? It was him, without question.
I had no idea.
Of course you did. But you always worshipped Father, right from when you were a little boy. Come, brother, let us sit and catch up a bit, shall we?
No.
She said she wants me to come back. Once all this is done. Meet her husband. She's due by the spring. She seems happy. She said Father deserved to die. I still can't believe it.
I can understand not believing my words since I was the one who killed him. But surely you can believe her.
I thought he had his reasons. It was a war for Andraste's sake. Before I went to the Free Marches, he was never... How could he have changed so much?
Maybe he didn't. Maybe you just never really saw the real him.
I suppose not. I wish I'd known some of this sooner. I feel like such a fool. Now please, let's get back to our business. I need to think.
Yeah, okay. Nathaniel approves +3. Okay. So we didn't completely mess up there. Quest completed and a codex updated. Let's go for the codex first. Where is he? Okay. But Delilah was content with her commoner husband and revealed that their father was exactly the tyrant everyone claimed. In time, Nathaniel came to terms with his sister's choices and his family's legacy. Okay, well, I hope so. I do hope so. Okay, quest completed. The Howe family. After thinking on his sister's words, Nathaniel has begun to come to terms with his father's destruction of the Howe family legacy. Good. Good. Okay. And that was the city guard that made that happen. Okay, brilliant. A chest right here.
I think I can help with that.
Okay, large wooden round shield. Sweet. Master Henley. Okay, so we can't even talk to these merchants. They just go straight into the buy screen. Yeah, I don't think we need any of that stuff. Okay, we do have recipes for herbalism. I doubt we're going to be needing it. I really doubt we'll need it. So, yeah, another one that we don't necessarily need anything from. And Mervis.
Warden Commander! Thank the Maker you're finally here. I was afraid our messages never got through to you.
I was told to seek out Mervis. Is that you?
Yes. Thank you for coming to the guild. We need your help. Our caravans are being attacked. The wagons are burnt to ashes, and there have been no survivors. It's gotten worse lately. People from the neighbouring villages have found guards torn limb from limb and left in the village square.
And you think it's the Darkspawn that are doing this?
We don't know for sure. Communication has been difficult with the attacks, but people in the area said they saw monsters lurking in the shadows. Whatever it is, it's completely crippled trade between Amaranthine and Denerim. No one wants to travel the road through the Wending Wood. Can the Grey Wardens help at all?
Maybe. First, is there anyone else looking into this?
Others start making excuses when they hear how brutal the killings have been. The Grey Wardens are our last hope.
Well, alright then. I'll check it out.
Oh, Maker, bless you and watch over you. If you can stop the killings, the Merchants Guild will make a hefty donation to your organisation. You have my promise.
Ooh. Okay, well, worth it then. Quest updated. The Righteous Path. Mervis believes Darkspawn are disrupting trade routes in the Wending Wood. He's asked me to intervene. Well, well, well. We shall certainly do that, although I don't think it is actually that. I'm pretty sure that it is Valena, ain't it? Refugee?
I'm all that's left of my family. My wife, my son.
Oh. Well, Studded Leather Helm. I'd like to help you. Oh, come on. Come on, that is totally a secret door. That must be a secret door. And with that right there, come on. Okay, well, I'm sure we'll eventually find out how to open that, if that really is one. Oh, it has to be though, it has to be. It looks too perfect. And Kendrick.
Greetings, Warden Commander. You're the sort who delights in helping the common man, yes? May I direct you to the Merchants Guild's board?
Why, do you need help with something?
Me? No, not me, personally. Folk here often need goods from far-flung parts. They post the requests here. There is good coin in this, particularly with trade halted by the trouble on the roads. If you ever feel inclined, please take a look at the jobs available.
Okay, let's have a look at this then.
As you wish.
The Merchant's Goods. I'm in desperate search for lost Orlesian silks. They left Denerim in a caravan bound for Amaranthine several weeks ago. I fear this caravan met the same fate as others before it. If you find the silks, please deliver them to Kendrick of the Merchants Guild. He'll see to a reward. Lomar Brack Taylor. Okay, I mean, I can look for someone's silks. If we're going to be checking the road for whatever's attacking the caravans, we might as well, you know, load up on all the goods that we can find and return here as well. That's two birds with one stone, really. Mafarath's monuments. I seek someone to brave the Wending Wood to locate ancient statues. Okay, legend states that after Andraste's death, Mafarath erected statues in the Wending Wood in penance. The statues bear missing verses from the Canticle of Mafarath, which the chantry includes among the dissonant verses. Since study of the dissonant verses is frowned upon, discretion is of the utmost importance. Please deliver charcoal rubbings of the inscriptions to the Merchants Guild representative named Kendrick. A reward will await. An anonymous chantry scholar. Okay, something that's frowned upon by the Chantry. Let's do it. Sir Alvard's missing sword. An old notice hidden behind newer postings. Desperately seeking someone to travel to the village of Blackmarsh. I commissioned a sword from the village's master blacksmith and asked him to hide the delivery in a crate of ordinary goods. It has not arrived and I am distraught. My grandmother's prized black pearl was set in the pommel and I cannot afford to lose such an heirloom. If you go to the village, please inquire after the sword in person. Best regards, Sir Alvard of Amaranthine. I mean, if we go there, then fine. But we're not going to be darting off to Blackmarsh just to look for this guy's sword. Keep out of reach of children. The Merchants Guild has received word that a lethal Antivan poison is being sold in Amaranthine, smuggled into Amaranthine by unsavoury characters. Constable Aidan has asked that the guild find a way to take this poison off the streets. The Merchants Guild, of course, has nothing to do with the import of this poison and is trying our level best to cooperate with the guard. The guild will pay for each bottle of the Antivan poison turned in to Kendrick. Please help keep this wicked substance out of the hands of our children. The Merchants Guild. Yeah, I suppose. I mean, no good ever come from random people having a stock of poison. So if we find some, we might as well turn it in. And we might as well be paid for it. Okay. So yeah, nothing objectionable in any of those quests, really. Okay. So, I think that is our first quest for Blackmarsh as well. Although technically, didn't... What was it? No, it's not. Blackmarsh, there we are. Okay. Kristoff, yes. So, technically, we have another quest for Blackmarsh. But this is another reason to go there, or at least that's the main reason and that's a side reason to go there. But not enough. Not enough for us to actually go just yet. So, many years ago, Sir Alvard had a sword made for him in the Black Marsh. He asked that it be shipped to Amaranthine hidden in a crate of ordinary goods, but the crate never arrived. Sir Alvard is likely dead by now, but the blade might remain. Ah, okay. So we're not looking for this for that guy, we're just looking for the sword for ourselves. That changes the landscape a little bit. If we go, we can definitely look for that sword then. Absolutely. Okay, the Wending Wood. Search for lost silks in the Wending Wood. A caravan carrying silks was lost in the Wending Wood. A desperate tailor has promised a reward if they're found. Awesome. If we go there, we will look for it. Mafrath's monuments. An anonymous Chantry scholar is offering a reward for copies of missing verses from the apocryphal Canticle of Mafrath, reportedly inscribed on statues in the Wending Wood. Okay, so that'll be quite fun, doing something against the Chantry. And keep out of reach of children. Find the Antivan poison in stores around Amaranthine. Okay, the Merchants Guild is trying to get smuggled Antivan poison off the streets of Amaranthine. They promise to pay a reward to whoever gathers every bottle for sale in the city. Damn. Okay, well, I guess we might as well have a look here. Yes, okay. There's one right there. Oh, so we're not even buying it, we're just picking it up. Okay. And there's another one right here. I don't suppose we can ask him about it? No, we can't ask him about it. Okay. Well, and no, he doesn't have he doesn't have poison. It's just going to be placeable poison. Okay, there's another one up there as well. Well, I think this is where I'm going to leave it, and we will continue looking around the city of Amaranthine for this poison and all of the other quests that we need to do and to discover, and just to fill out our map as well. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, hit the like button. I upload 5 videos a week, so subscribe and you'll be notified when those go live. Hit the bell to update your notifications. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.